Hey, Patricia, I'll go submit everything for the marriage certificate today. By the end of the day, we should be officially married.
Oh, hi. Thanks for handling it.
It's incredible to think I'm marrying someone as beautiful as you. You're actually my first girlfriend. Every day, I wonder if this is still a dream.
You're such a country bumpkin. No wonder you've never had a girlfriend before.
But I'm glad you made me realize that what's inside is more important than looks. After that, I started believing in my own happiness.
Did I say that? I can't recall.
You can't? It meant a lot to me at the time.
It must have been on our first date.
It was on our first date. We discussed our future dreams. I mentioned wanting a family someday. You told me you were jealous of my future wife.
Oh. Maybe I did say that.
I'm sure life will be wonderful with a loving wife and our own children.
Children. But that's not in the cards.
Why not?
Do you really think any woman wants to have a baby with you? Your looks could make it challenging even if there's love.
Oh, you haven't changed your mind? You're still against having kids?
Of course. I love you, but that's a separate matter. It's okay, we don't need kids. They demand a lot of time and money. Plus, I'd be the one suffering from pregnancy and childbirth. Right?
Yeah. I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing. We can be happy with just the two of us.
Exactly. Anyway, go take care of the marriage certificate. It might take a while if the clerk's office is crowded.
Okay. I'm heading there now. Patricia, I just submitted our marriage application. Everything went smoothly. We're officially husband and wife.
I see. Thanks, Dean.
I was wondering, can we continue our conversation from earlier? I'm sorry to bring it up again.
What conversation?
About having a baby. I thought about it for a long time, and I do want to have a baby after all.
What?
Of course, I know how tough it'll be for you. Giving birth is literally life-risking, and I heard it's tough during pregnancy. But I'll support you as much as possible. I asked my boss, and he told me I can take as much paternity leave as I want. My work offers a lot of benefits and child allowance. I'll do everything that I can to help. That's how much I want to have a baby with you, Patricia.
I told you I don't want to do it with you.
You really hate the idea of having kids that much? But you love me, don't you?
You're being annoying. You don't get it, do you? When I say do it, I don't mean having your baby. You just want to sleep with me, don't you? The talk about the baby is just an excuse. You only have indecent thoughts. Making a baby is just as big of an issue as having one.
No. I genuinely just want to have a baby. Believe me.
You don't need to make excuses. You let your little friend do all the thinking. You're letting your hormones control you. You're just the same as a filthy animal. You just got married to me, but you still can't be satisfied?
Of course, I'm happy with that. As long as you're with me, I'll be happy, Patricia. But I can't give up on having a child. So, I just wanted to talk about it. Sorry to offend you. Don't get angry, I won't bring this up again.
Ugh. You put me in a bad mood even though we just got married.
I'm really sorry.
Don't say such a silly thing again. If you bring this up again, I'll divorce you. Got it?
Yes. Hey, Patricia. There's a stranger in our house. Who is this? Do you know her?
That's my friend, Claudia. I invited her because you expressed interest in being intimate with me. So I'm offering her to you. You can spend the night with her.
Huh? Offering her. What do you mean by being intimate with her?
You don't need to pretend not to understand. I know you do. It's a chance to release your pent-up feelings, right? Then you won't say such silly things anymore, right?
Silly things? You mean about having a kid?
You wanted to do it with me. So use her instead of me. You'll feel much better after.
Use her? You can't talk about her like she's property. I'm not going to do that with her. And I just wanted to have a kid with you. I didn't want to do it with just any woman. Who do you think I am?
A filthy pig.
No! I didn't mention all of that just because I wanted to have kids. I simply expressed my desire to start a family. Why did you interpret it that way? Why did you involve your friend in this? I'll ask her to leave right now.
Why are you so upset? You're being overbearing, Dean. I did this because I care about you. You should appreciate it.
But this doesn't feel right. Don't you think? By the way, where are you, Patricia?
I'm going out for drinks with my friends tonight. I won't be back tonight.
You're staying out all night? We just got married today. What should I do with your friend? You don't expect me to leave her here all night, do you?
Of course, I do. If you're not comfortable, ask her to leave.
But she insists on staying the night. What should I do with her? It wouldn't be right to kick her out.
I don't know. You're an adult. Figure it out on your own.
You're the one who brought her here, Patricia. You should convince her to go home.
I'm busy. I leave it to you.
Bye.
Where are you returning, Patricia? It's past 10 a.m. now. I've tried calling Claudia numerous times, but she refuses to leave the room. What on earth happened to her?
I called her earlier. You must divorce me.
Are you serious? We just finalized the marriage yesterday.
So? She informed me that you were involved with her. That's an act of infidelity. You had an affair, correct? You're despicable. I can't continue living with a man like you.
What? I didn't engage in anything with her. Of course not.
You're a liar. Then, why is she sleeping in our room?
It's because I couldn't let her sleep just anywhere. And we don't have a guest room. So, I allowed her to use our room. And I slept on the sofa in the living room. We spent the night in separate rooms, and I genuinely didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything? A dishonest man like you? Even with a woman in the house? No way you wouldn't try anything. I bet you couldn't control yourself.
You haven't been making any sense since yesterday. Do you genuinely view me that way, Patricia?
I simply told you the truth, right?
You haven't been making any sense since yesterday. You orchestrated this entire situation, bringing Claudia here. You put me in this predicament. And now you're complaining about me having an affair. What are you attempting to achieve here?
Regardless, you cheated on me. Prepare to face legal action for emotional damages.
Why should I be responsible for that? I'm not the one who caused this problem in the first place.
Just be quiet and pay. I have Claudia as a witness. Your compensation to me should be about $9,000. If you don't pay, I'll expose your affair on social media.
$9,000? I can't afford that all at once.
Not my concern. I'm tired, so I'm going home to rest now. Evict Claudia from our room before I return. And change the bed sheets. They must be soiled. Where are you now, Dean? You weren't at home when I got back. I can't get hold of Claudia. Do you know anything about this? It looks like she blocked my number. Are you still with her?
Yes, I am. We were having lunch just earlier.
Wow. There's no denying this is an affair now. You really don't think with your head, do you? Maybe you even went to a hotel together?
We went to a police station. Claudia came with me. We went to report a crime.
Police station? Why? Why did you need to go to the police station together?
Because we wanted them to arrest a bad person, of course.
You're one to talk when you're having an affair. You're the one who should have been arrested.
An affair is not a crime. It's morally wrong, but I wouldn't get arrested just for that. Not that I had an affair anyway.
Huh? Claudia said you did it.
She's scared of what you'll do if she didn't say that.
What does she think I'll do? I don't get what you're talking about.
I heard everything from Claudia. You were drinking with her at her house last week, weren't you? She was forced by you to get really drunk. Even though she's not a heavy drinker. She said you then took nude photos of her.
What is with this made-up story? How would I benefit from doing that?
You threatened her using those photos. And asked her to sleep with me if she didn't want you to post them online. You took advantage of her to get compensation from me.
Why don't you drop your jokes now? First of all, there's no evidence that I took photos of her.
I checked your laptop and found the pictures. You took backups just in case. I wanted to delete them right away for her. But I had to pass the laptop to the police as evidence.
Huh? When? You're a thief.
You have no right to say that when you're so evil yourself. She couldn't defy you and she had no choice but to approach me. The poor lady was quaking with fear. After I texted you earlier, I asked Claudia what was going on. She couldn't tell me the truth at first. After I asked her lots of times, she told me everything with tears in her eyes. And I took her to the police station right away.
That witch. Why did she have to screw this up? Did she forget about the pictures?
I'm warning you for your own sake, don't try to post her pictures online. If you do that, you'll only get in more trouble with the law.
I'm not even convicted yet.
Sorry. But you'll be found guilty for sure.
Why? I haven't committed any crimes.
The police said what you did is regarded as blackmail and sexual coercion.
But you didn't sleep with her in the end, right? Then it was only attempted.
But even if it's an attempt, sexual coercion is regarded as a serious crime. You won't be fined, but it's an imprisonable offense.
What do you mean?
So you'll have to serve time. And if you're charged, you'll most likely be convicted.
Why? I just threatened her a little bit. Am I going to jail just for that?
A little bit? You were about to ruin her life. And my life's already almost ruined by you. My happy married life was ended in one day. I was betrayed by the woman I thought was the one for me. You only married me to get compensation in the first place.
You heard this story from Claudia, didn't you? She is such a blabbermouth.
Yes. She told me everything. I should have noticed your true nature. Well, actually, I was dubious. A beautiful woman like you shouldn't want to marry me. I was pretending not to notice. But that was my mistake. We got Claudia involved when she should have had nothing to do with this. I'm furious and disgusted with you.
So what? I haven't committed any crimes against you. You can't do anything to me anyway. What a pity.
But what you did to me is grounds for suing for emotional distress. I'll speak to a lawyer to get a decent amount of money from you.
You're irritating me. It's your fault for being fooled. I gave you a nice time even though you're a total amateur with women. I let you experience having a relationship even only for a while. So you should feel lucky. You would have been alone forever if you didn't have me.
I can't believe you're still saying things like that in this situation. Are you too stupid to even pretend to be sorry to reduce the damage of what's going to happen to you? I wonder how I was duped all this time by you.
Don't you dare insult me. How can you possibly look down on me?
Get it all out. Tell yourself whatever you need to so you can pretend like you did nothing wrong. I would have rather stayed forever single than have you treat me like this. If this is what marriage is like, count me out. Following that, we proceeded to the legal proceedings for our divorce and lawsuit. Ultimately, we reached an agreement for Patricia to compensate me with $13,000. When it comes to Claudia's situation, Patricia's parents were extremely concerned when they learned she was facing charges of sexual coercion and blackmail. They suggested that the incriminating photos should be deleted in the presence of the prosecuting attorney. They attempted to offer Claudia $9,000 as compensation. However, Claudia wasn't content with that offer and insisted on $25,000. Reluctantly, Patricia's parents agreed and had to sell off their daughter's possessions. They even had to cancel her medical insurance to meet the payments. Even after Patricia's parents settled on an amount and fulfilled their payment, she erupted in anger and berated her parents for selling her designer brand bags and other expensive items. They had one final explosive argument with her, resulting in her getting kicked out of their house. Subsequently, Patricia had to fend for herself. Unfortunately, she was diagnosed with a chronic illness. She managed to pull through after undergoing surgery and taking a substantial amount of medication. But she's struggling due to the cancellation of her medical insurance. It appears that Claudia's revenge took a toll on Patricia in the end. As for me, I'm relishing my solitary life and have no intentions of rushing into another relationship.